kind of business.
TechPitch TV is brought to you by ClearBooks, online accounting to free your time.
Hi, I'm Wendy Tan White. I'm the founder and CMO of Moonfruit. We provide software for people to build their own websites, very design-led for entrepreneurs and creatives.
So you mentioned in the intro to this evening about a VC bubble. Can you tell us a bit more about what you meant by that?
I was asked a question whether we think there's a VC bubble at the moment worldwide, and I actually answered, I think there is to an extent. I think at both ends of the market, so at the very early kind of seed stage, there's a lot of money going into it at the moment from people that are basically referred to as micro VCs or super angels, so people like Dave McClure of 500 Startups or Jeff Clavier of Softtech in the Valley. And what they're doing is they're investing in many, many small amounts into many, many companies with the idea that one of those guys will sprout, and they'll follow on to those that actually work well. Now, at that end of the market, there's a lot of money coming, but also at the extreme end of things like Facebook, Groupon, Zynga, they're all basically looking to potentially float at multi-billion-dollar valuations. Yeah? So there's a lot of liquidity potentially coming out of that end of the market too, and things also with things like second markets in the US. There's a chance for normally companies that can't go liquid at the moment on the market to actually liquidate their shares. So there's more money coming into the system. And I think that is fueling a sort of bubble worldwide. So it's pushing. Companies can start companies very easy now at very low cost. And so basically normal venture capitalists are finding it very hard to invest until a later stage, which is very expensive for them. So that's also pushing up valuations. So I think between those three things at the moment, I think we are kind of in a bubble. But I think the difference between this one and the dot-com boom of kind of like 99 is that companies are actually making money. So if you take something like Groupon, in 2 years it's got to $1 billion revenue stream. So I think there is potential for companies to make money, and that may actually stop this becoming a collapsible crash like it was in 2000.
Okay, and just quickly, obviously you've made it big yourself, very successful. What tips would you give for startups? What kind of the big things that really helped you guys, the decisions you made?
I think the thing we've learned, particularly almost kind of second time round, we've had a resurgence in the last 2 years, and we've obviously taken another $2.5 million in funding, is we've learned to be much more, we optimize the use of our money much better. So we don't, we're very clear about why we're spending money and how we use that. We use we use things like social media, which are much cheaper forms of distribution, mobile, PPC. And so really try to optimize your business better. I think it's important to prove a business model as well. So unless you really are trying to go for a scalable model, like, very few people are going to be Twitter and Facebook. Yeah? Most people are going to have to prove that they can actually make money with their products before they can take investment and scale it. And I think that's very important to prove your metrics before you go out there and take larger funding. And, stick at it. Believe in what you're doing and stick at it. Yeah.
Kind of business.
TechPitch TV is brought to you by ClearBooks, online accounting to free your time.